Welcome to redoing my wife's gaming setup and streaming setup for Valentine's Day. Today we're actually going to IKEA to get some of the parts that we need to redo this setup and really transform this for her streaming and gaming. She loves to stream. As you can see, this is not set up very well for streaming, so we're gonna go ahead and for Valentine's Day, we're gonna redo this all. So the main problem with this setup is just that it's very cramped. There's a lot of stuff around here and there's not a lot of organization when it comes to all of this stuff. So that's one of the things that we're gonna be tackling with this setup makeover. So we're really just trying to make this a really nice, all-encompassing gaming and streaming setup so that it's kind of just turnkey for her so that she could just kind of get in, turn on the camera, turn on the light, and start streaming. So the first stop that we had to make was obviously IKEA, since this is largely going to be based around a desk setup from IKEA. This was the first stop. Now, I wanted to surprise Miranda with all of this, but she didn't trust me to pick out the right stuff. And since this is her desk, I figured, you know what, I will honor this and she can come with us. Now, she does like to get distracted a little bit, so we did have to try to keep her on track, but we went to the countertop section because she wanted to pick out the color of the desk. And I honestly thought she was going to go for a white desktop, but she did not. You'll see it later on in the end. So once we finally got that picked out, we had to figure out what we were going to do for the legs. She wasn't yet sold on the actual Alex drawer units, but once we actually took a look at them, she kind of saw them in her setup and she realized that they would be good. And as I told her, there will be a lot of good storage for her so she can store a lot of the things and organize a lot of the things instead of having them on the shelf, which was going to be mostly for decoration and everything. So once we got that picked out, we had to actually go find it in IKEA, and then we got it loaded in the car and we ended up making the drive back to where we started putting everything together. Now, I will say we did not have a lot of time to actually go ahead and get this done, so all three of us were working on three separate things. B was doing the Alex drawer unit assembly, and that was really helpful because I don't like putting together IKEA furniture. And I was over there trying to undo everything that was on the desk and kind of pull everything out of the setup so that we could remove the desk so that once the Alex drawer units were installed and done, we could actually put them into place and start kind of getting things ready. And Miranda, on the other hand, was outside and she had to actually saw the table because later on we'll talk about it, but we had to actually cut the countertop a little bit so that it wouldn't be too wide for the area that we were in. And so she took care of that. We did have to run to Home Depot to get a new saw blade, but we ended up getting it cut. And then it was just about moving everything into the setup and getting things how Miranda wanted it. Now, this process was honestly kind of fun because it was cool to see what it was before and then the during process, and then obviously at the end. Miranda is very cute how she does things, and so she was kind of taking her time to put things away where she wanted it and get everything how she was going to want everything put away. Then after a little bit more building and a little bit more cleaning up, we finally got the tabletop on top of the Alex drawer units, and we were able to do a nice little reveal of the actual desk setup without anything on it for Miranda, and she loved it, which was exactly what I wanted to see.
So cute.
There's a TikTok.
We'll move this side over to the other side, but we just
yeah.
wanted to see. All right, so you can see here we've got the desk all set up and ready to go on these Alex drawers. So this is the cable management tray that we're going to be using. It has a little like slide that goes on it. I actually have this in my setup and it's incredible because it actually hides the cables really well. And because this setup is going to be pretty visible from over here in the back, we really want to make sure the cable management is like properly done. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get like everything installed, and then we'll do a final setup tour. Not today because it is Sunday night at like 8 o'clock and we're still got a couple more hours to do. So we're not gonna do that tonight, but we will do it another day. And after all of that, the last thing that we had to do was actually get everything from her old desk and put it back onto her new desk. So that meant getting the monitor arms and the monitors all wired up and connected. We had to get all of the cable management done because there are a lot of cables in her setup. We needed to get the PC put on there. We needed to get the keyboard, the accessories, and everything put onto the actual desk. And once all of that was done, it really felt like things were finally coming together. The cable management did take a really long time. it always does. B is a master at cable management. I don't have the patience for it, but we did end up getting all of the cable management done, and it did look great, but I will say that did take a fair amount of time, which kind of is frustrating, but it's part of the whole experience. And then Miranda continued to finish putting all of her stuff into her setup how she wanted it, and kind of just making sure things were organized how she wants them, so that when she's looking for something, she'll know where it is. So now the setup is done. So I'm gonna quickly just take you through what we actually did so that you can understand what all went through. We ended up changing the legs of her desk and her whole desk to 2 Alex drawer units, so she has some organization that she can do. We took an IKEA countertop and we actually cut it from 74 inches to 64 inches so that it wouldn't be too wide. So we actually had a walkway through our dining room, and we put that on top of the 2 Alex drawer units, so that way she has the whole table and drawer system. And then we just took everything that was on her desk from her previous setup and we put it back on her desk. We've got her PC, which is one of my masterpieces. If you haven't seen the video, it's up here. We have a tripod or like pole for the camera that she's able to use. We've got all 3 monitors of hers with the dual monitor arms. We got a new mic upgrade actually. It's the Fifine AM8 microphone. We'll have a review on that at some point, but that's a new microphone because her other one is broken. She has one of her keyboards here, which is the Aula, I think S99. I'll double check that, but there will be a link below, with her MX Master 3S mouse. And then obviously you can see the background here. You've got a nice little display shelf with some spots where she can kind of put some things. And we're slowly just making this whole setup work. I think we're gonna put a desk mat on here at some point. But basically she is ready to stream. We've even got her light up here for her. All I've got to do is figure out how to set up the camera properly so that OBS doesn't let it flicker, and we will be good to go. So overall, this has been an incredible experience to upgrade her setup. It's just nice that she can kind of stream and game with a beautiful background and a beautiful desk, and also have the organization that she needs. Overall, this has been an incredible experience to do this for her, especially for Valentine's Day. I really wanted to give her something that would help her get back into streaming, because I know that that's something that she really wants to do. So if you have any questions, comments, please put in the comment section below. Anything that's here will be linked below, whether it's an Amazon affiliate link or just an IKEA link. We will link everything in the description below so that you can purchase anything that you want. And if you have any video suggestion ideas, especially around whatever's on here, please put that in the comment section below. We are more than happy to answer any of those questions. And please hit the like button and the subscribe button to be notified when we post more videos. So with that, happy Valentine's Day to everybody out there. We'll see you in the next one.